In this video, we're going to take a look at KeepSolid Sign. It's an e-signature solution. It's reasonably priced, and it could be the right one for your business. Stay tuned and check it out. Hey everybody, this is David with Tech Smart Boss here with another video. Today I'm going to look at a e-signature solution, KeepSolid Sign. So if you go to keepsolid.com, you'll see they have a portfolio of products here. VPN, I think, is what they're probably best known for. We're going to take a look at their e-signature. It's been in the news recently. They've made some improvements to it. They're putting some attention to it. And as we covered in one of our recent podcasts, every business should have an e-signature solution. It just makes things really simple. What's nice about the Keep Solid one? I like the pricing model. I mean, you can't beat the price. You can take a look here. They've got a personal option. They've got small team, big team. All looks pretty reasonable there. And from a feature set, it looks to be pretty good in that you can have looks pretty easy. So I'm going to test it out and give it a try. So let's click on this try now. And now what I notice is it's I mean, they have a web-based version. From reading, what I've discovered is you can really only sign on the web-based version. You can't really set up your documents and your templates and things like that. So they have a Mac version, a Windows version. They also have for your phone if you're going to do some signatures on your mobile, which is kind of nice. So to really get this set up, I'm gonna have to download this on my Mac and create a template so we can send it out for signature and test it out. So that's what I'm going to do. Let's go ahead and click on the Mac OS, download it from the Mac Store, and take a look. So while this process goes on, I'm going to go ahead and pause the video, and I'm going to come back once I've got this downloaded from the App Store and installed on my PC. That's all pretty straightforward, so you shouldn't have to spend time looking at that. Hold on while I go out and do that now. Okay, so I'm back. I've installed it, and you'll see that when I first bring up the KeepSolid sign, it's asking me to log in. I don't have a login or password yet, so I'm going to click on this create a new KeepSolid ID. They have a 14-day free trial, which is really nice, so that should work well. I'm going to go ahead and put my TechSmart Boss email in here, give it a password, uh, confirm that, David Ferguson, Tech Smart Boss. I'll go back up here and fix the spelling of my name. I'll agree to that. Looks like they're doing some GDPR here. I'm not going to agree to their marketing emails. And let's see if I can sign up. Now, I bet this is probably going to ask me to, okay, confirm the email. Let's go ahead, go out here. There's the email. Let's verify that. Oh, I clicked on the welcome. All right, let's verify my email address. Great. Now, again, I can log in on the web. I'm pretty sure that's only going to allow, well, let's go ahead and do it. But that's going to allow me to manage my account and look at some documents and sign some documents. But I'm pretty sure, unless they just made a really big update, yeah. So you can see here I can manage. This is more like account management so let's go to the website. I think even if I go to that particular product website, let's sign in here. I think to do the majority of the work, you've got to be in their desktop client. Let's log in here and see what that's going to allow me to do. Yeah, so you'll notice that I'm in the trial. Let's go to the web app. Wow, a lot of logins here. They need a little bit of a single sign-on. I mean, it's all the same password, but as it's passing me through properties of their account management to their app, it's not keeping me logged in there. All right, so here we go. So you'll see I can do document management. Let's take a look. I'm pretty sure I cannot. Yeah, I can't create. So here it actually says that the web version currently supports sign mode only. We're working to add more functionality there. So that's going to be nice when they have that. But let's go ahead and go back to the desktop app and actually show you how you use this product. So now this is the desktop app, and I'm sure it probably looks very similar in a Windows environment. First thing I would say, I mean, you'll see here add document. Once you add a document, you can save it as a template. You've got your archives of all the things that people have signed, your contacts of the people you've sent them to, your own personal signature. We'll probably get to that in a second. Let's go ahead and add a new document. And what I'm going to add is something very common. You'll see you can add from many different locations. I'm going to actually go to my desktop and bring in my NDA, non-disclosure agreement that I always tend to send to people when that. Now, one thing I noticed here is you'll see that it will not let me bring the Word document in. It actually tells you here you can import PDF files only. So you have to take your Word documents and save them as a PDF. So what I'm going to do, I actually have a PDF version of this, mutual, if I can spell it right. So let's get the PDF version of it and open that up. And you'll see that that will now load in so that what I can do, I clicked away from it. What I can do at this point, let's make this screen a little bit bigger, is I can now go in. Well, first I can invite another signer. Took me a little while to play around with this before I figured it out. It's a little bit different than PandaDoc and DocuSign. I mean, it's similar, but it's a little bit different. I'm going to add another signer in here. So you have to kind of go through setting up one document before you can save it as a template, is what I learned. And to set up your documents, you initially have to set it up as if you're sending it to a person and set up a contact. So what I'm going to do is add a contact here. And I'm going to add my business email address and set that up as a signer. All right, so now you'll see I've got two signers, and I could probably go in there and edit that and fix that up a little bit later. But now by doing that, I could go in and start to annotate and add in. Let's zoom in a little bit here on my document so you can see a little bit bigger. So now all my normal blanks that I would expect someone to fill in, for example, this would be a company name. This would be a text field. So you'll see here I can click on text, and I can bring this up here, kind of resize it the way I want to fit into that box. It doesn't really have to fit perfectly because the text will add in there. And you'll see here I can appoint that as another signer. So I can pick that to be this person. All right, let's add another one. I won't add all these, but I'll just show you the process on how you'll go about by and do. Now, one thing I didn't do, which I should, let's go ahead and assign that to someone, is I need to go in here and let's double click on it. And you see I can put something like company name or insert company name. And then they'll change that to that, insert address. Let's go down here and do signature and a date field so you can kind of see. So if I want to put a signature in here, again, I would stretch that out like that, double click on it. Well, that actually will put the signature, but I'll point that person to sign that. Let's just do a date so you'll see the date. So you can see kind of how you would set your template up. Initially, you got to spend some time doing it, set it up properly, but what's nice is once you have it all set up, you'll be able to have it as a template so you can resend it. I'm going to put myself here as a signer on this particular signature box, and I'll put myself as a date on this particular box. So anything that you want to have filled in, you leave it blank in your template. If you want to pre-fill stuff like I do, my name and address and things like that, then you can put that there like that. All right, so let's make sure I don't think I did this right. I have to click that and then say assign here. Now you can kind of see it looks a little bit different. So glad I caught that before. So let's do that again. Let's assign that to this person. Click assign. Let's assign these to me. Assign. All right, now you're seeing some colors. You're seeing some different things taking place. So I was missing that assign button. Let's go back up here. I'm going to assign this to this person. So once you figure it out, I mean, it makes perfect sense, but on first first glance, not as intuitive as it could be, and they're probably going to work to improve it a little bit. Now, let's go ahead and send it. I haven't set up all the fields. I'm not going to take the time in the video to do that. You got the idea behind this concept. I'm going to go ahead and send this. And before I send it, it wants me to actually fill in the boxes that I have to fill in. So it wants me to kind of be, I could set some probably fixed signing orders and do some things here. But let's go ahead and double click on this. I'm just going to draw some chicken scratch here. I always like to upload an image of my signature versus signing it with my mouse because I can never sign with my mouse. Let's go ahead and double click on that and you'll see it'll give me a little date prompt now. I'll fill that in. And now this should allow me to send this out to my user. There, so you'll see it's sending. Now this gets into a couple things that I think are really nice about this product and a couple things that I do not like about this product. So it's in the process of sending this now. Let's go ahead and take a look at, I've got my email open up on this side for when that does come through. All right, let's hopefully it's not this spam one there. No, it's not. Okay, so I'm going to let that continue to send. Looks like it's still in sending mode. I'm going to come back once it's in my mailbox. I'm going to show you the process on the other end, how someone signs it, and then also how it looks from a branding perspective. So stay tuned. Okay, so I'm back. The document is sent. Now, first thing, the bad. Let's cover the bad. First of all, you'll notice, look at this. It went to my spam folder. Now, part of the reason that it went to my spam folder, and this is part of the problem I have with this particular product, is it does not allow you to do your own customizations in terms of putting your business brand, having it go through your email system, where you have your, your DMARC and your DKIM and your SPF, your email authentication, all set up. So it comes directly from the company KeepSolid, and it went right into my spam, which is never a good thing from the get-go. Let's actually take a look at something. I'm going to look at my header in this email. Now, it did pass SPFD, so evidently either the content of the message must have been tracked as spam or they've got on some blacklist or something like that. I'll go ahead and do them a favor and report it as not spam. So hopefully that could help them get there. But what you'll see is it has all their company branding. So that's number one. I should be able to customize the email. I should be able to send it through my SMTP gateway or my mail service. And at the very least, I should be able to put my custom replies and emails and things like that in there. So that's my knock on them. Now, on the positive side, you'll see here that the customer at that point just has to open up the document and then they, without having to create an account, and this is the big announcements that they were making, the customers no longer have to create a KeepSolid account. So you'll see here that it tells the customer they got 4 fields to fill in and they can use the navigation to go between them. This is the navigation that they're talking about. And as a customer, they can come in here and, type their text and save. Let's go ahead and step through a couple of these. You'll see 3 annotations left. They can kind of find them this way. But very easy for a customer now to come in and go ahead and fill this out and save it. And after they do that, then everybody gets the same the signed document and that sort of stuff. So that's a nice thing. But I do believe in order for them, now this is great for personal use, so they have that personal plan there. But for a business, I mean, you've got to kind of put more of your branding around this experience, and you definitely have to be able to send it through your email so that it does not go into the spam folder. Now, let's take one quick look back. Now that I've got that document, you'll see here, and I haven't completely signed it yet, so it's still in a waiting status. So I can kind of see waiting for others here. But now that I've got that document, you'll notice that if I right-click on it in the app, I can create a template from that document. And now I've got a template so that the next time I want to go and use this template, if I click on it, I can use it. I can set up more recipients on it, go in and edit it and do all those sorts of things we did up front. And it'll be a lot faster and a lot easier. So that's really nice. And then from the web interface, if I were to go back over here to the web interface and look at the management, let's go ahead and refresh that. I should see all the documents and the templates and things like that, and be able to do more stuff within their web application now. You just can't create your documents and create your templates from scratch in here. So now you'll see this kind of mirrors you were seeing before. It mirrors that you were seeing earlier. So that's nice. So they'll I'm sure they'll get the things synced up and everything pretty soon. But that's another area of enhancement that they've got to do. So hey, I've kind of beat this to death. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you learned something from this. It's a product to keep an eye on. It's a reasonable price. Definitely let me know your feedback. Leave a comment in the comment section and subscribe to our channel. We put out a new video every week. And also check out our Facebook page and our website. Talk to you next time.